Um, Welcome back to the Lardos podcast, where where we weren't just discussing some intimate stories beforehand. We just came on. We just came fresh on.
Was that orange juice?
No, 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 it's beer. So I will like so you can go to a brewery and you can get a uh what is it called? It's not like a grog box. I'm trying to think of what it is. It's a growler.
Mm.
And you can ask for draft beer and they pour it in there and then it keeps the carbonation. It seals it and it keeps the carbonation. Yeah.
But do you want carbonation?
Yeah, I mean that's part of the beer experience, man. Is it
I guess so. Business idea.
what is your business idea?
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say beer in a can, but that already exists.
You're so ahead of your time,
Yeah,
Zach.
you can. I wonder if you could like plastic bottle it, like little. I guess that exists probably too. Like, can you have like little bottles of it available, like
I
for the plane,
well, I mean
or
then you
bringing it,
just be
sneaking it into a Virginia Tech game?
like if you just have little bottles though, it's like better to put like a shot in there or like some like absinthe or something, because it's like if you put that much beer, it's not going to do anything to you.
Yeah.
It's just like taking those little shots of creamer at IHOP. It's like the same kind of energy.
Did you know that those creamers are really good in butter chicken?
Really?
Just a little bit of throw a couple of them in there when you're making butter chicken. The simmer comes out quite nice and it gives it a good color.
Did you learn that from someone or did you do that yourself?
No, I didn't have heavy cream, so I just had the little creamer and it kind of worked. Made
Interesting.
it a little bit more rich. I think the people would disagree with me, but
Hmm.
I know what I did. It was legit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You got the Sri Lankan approval.
I got the
Or
Nepali approved.
you got the Nepali. Okay, right on.
Sri Lankan lentils are really good. Have you ever had lentils? Like lentils done right are amazing, but I feel like I only had crappy lentils until like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I I think like apparently so I heard this that lentils have such like they're so hard to process
Mhm.
um and like it doesn't fill you up as much as well. I don't know. I heard something about that. I also heard in Ethiopia, like people had to grow them for like cash crops. They couldn't eat them themselves. So they had to grow them while their family starved and give them away so they could keep their land.
The
It's crazy.
what's the deal with the Irish potato famine? Like what's the dealio? Like how many potatoes were made and what was the fungus we learned about this? What's the
Yeah.
fungus that killed everything?
Oh, it was oh shit.
The ergot fungus? No, that's the
No,
witch trial
yeah,
one.
that's the witch trials. I think it started with like a bee. It had a bee in it.
I
But
don't
those
know.
Irish people, they're only going to grow one crop. They're only going to go, they're like, yeah, our only food source, we're just going to grow one thing and that's it. And then we're just going to drink.
Wasn't
That's what we're going to do. That's
was
great. A foolproof plan. Wow.
was wasn't the beer safer to drink than the water at the time
Yeah,
because the way it was distilled?
I think so.
Also, I learned something the other day that the origins of coffee in France came out of this one coffee shop called like La Poipoi or something. That's definitely
Mm.
incorrect. In 1689, and it was because they wanted to move away from the tavern scene, so they started offering coffee in these little
Oh,
cafes. Hence Europe coffee culture.
wow. And all the white women went there instead of the bars. Get their matcha lattes. Well, I guess matcha's tea. Or get their caramel icy lattes.
Iced
Yeah,
lattes are pretty good, I have to say.
they are. They also um listen, I have a PSA to all white people, right? W- Why are we putting so much shit in our pockets? Like we have
How
so much stuff in our pockets, like compared to everyone else. We always walk around with these basketball shorts full of like our wallets, our AirPods, like 1,000 keys, an iPhone 11 that's like, yay big. And like
but
we just have all this stuff in our pockets. And makes us look makes us look frumpy, you know.
what things do you have that are not phone, wallet, and keys?
AirPods,
Hmm.
some people have their vapes, not me. Some people have their Zins, of course.
It adds up.
It adds up. If you have Zin, if you got like all this shit, like the problem is you can't put it in your back pocket because then you'll sit on it and it'll make your sciatica really bad because it'll just curve your spine and give you scoliosis. But you what we got to figure out a way. Like we got to start having like fanny packs. Like somehow other people have figured it out, but we've never bothered asking them.
What about just getting rid of the stuff? Why change the pants when you can just get rid of the things you already are carrying?
Well, because like
Like
you
in like
need all those
5,
keys. You need the shed keys.
do you need the shed key? Like you know the guy in Harry Potter that has like the racket of keys?
Yeah.
Do you need those keys? In like 2 years, Elon Musk is gonna plant a chip in all of us that like unlock your car.
Yeah,
I'm
that
against that. But just say the time is coming.
it's just a I can't do an I'm trying to think about how to do an Elon Musk impression. I can't do it. I'd have to next Lardo's podcast. We're doing a that
Impressions only.
impressions. Yeah, we'll do the entire podcast in a maid of honor speech voice. You know,
Did you know Sacha Baron Cohen is the most sued actor of all time?
I would imagine. I would imagine he does some crazy stuff.
I just want to throw that out there.
But do you know what I'm talking about with like the maid of honor speech voice? Like you ever go or like you ever go you see like there's like a female valedictorian or something or there's like at the swim banquet they're going up and
Mm.
talking about the seniors
Yeah.
and they're like and today Charlotte is one of my greatest friends and we
Yeah.
used to go and we used to get McChickens together when they were only $1 and we used to eat 5 of them each in our Hyundai Sonata.
I think it's a real thing. It's a
Yeah,
real
they all
problem.
speak like the same way. Like it's not
What
a knock against women. It's like they all just when they have a prepared speech, it's like when you listen to like Michelle Obama or even a comrade Kamala, like they figured it out how to sound different. But all these like if you're a white woman under the age of 25, you read a speech the exact same way as everybody else.
when when's the last time you had to give a speech? And did that cross your mind as you were speaking? Or like
What that
maybe a major, more than just a conversation with your friends. What was the last time you had to
oh
publicly speak to more than 10 people that was not a Zoom call?
I mean in my classes and stuff I had
Remember?
to give like presentations. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I'm just like it's like oh my gosh. So it's Zach explained to them the best presentation in this geography class that I ever gave?
I don't even remember what the topic. I think it was remote sensing. I don't remember exactly what you said, but the premise of it was like, so today we're gonna look at the thing, and with that thing, you can do many things with that thing, or something
Yeah.
like that.
It was like remote sensing
Oh
remotely
yeah,
senses. It was some shit like that.
yeah.
Oh, and
It
then
was
our teacher Santosh, or no, it was Yao Ming. It was what is his name?
you got you got you got to take that out. That's crazy. Yao Ming is the basketball player. His name is Yang Shao. You gotta take that out, or you gotta bleep that.
Okay. Hey, we're back. Okay.
Yao
Hey,
Ming,
we've cut it. All right, we're back. Yeah.
that guy.
You at least you have to let me keep like the first part. You-
Oh, do as you wish. I'm saying you should be careful with that. Yao Ming, that was crazy. How
You
tall was Yao Ming? Let's.
oh, dude, he's so tall. Dude, but do you think like people in China, instead of saying like Kobe, like they say Yao Ming?
He's yes. He was born one day after September 11th, and he was
He's
17.
that young?
No, no, sorry. In
Oh,
1980. In
okay.
1980, he was born on September 12th. He's 45 and he's 7'6".
That was legendary. That guy like next to like
Next to
Larry
Shaq and The
Bird,
Rock. Yeah, yeah.
Shaq, like watching them, that's when the NBA was like good. That's
The Did you see the UConn Duke game yesterday?
I did not know. UConn beat Duke, right?
Yeah, but like Duke had the ball, they were gonna win. They gave it away, and the dude scored like a deep three-pointer buzzer beater.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Wow.
quite amazing. And they also were down by 20 earlier in the game. Like they came back.
Whoa.
It's a pretty good game. Apparently, did you hear that 8-year-old has like he has a perfect bracket?
Whoa.
Like this is like the first time ever it could actually happen.
What like has a perfect bracket never happened before?
I don't think so. I don't think it's. I think the closest ever was like two games that were incorrect. This kid has all of it perfect.
Wow. And then what if he has some like bullshit team winning
Well,
that?
no, I think he gets screwed because he's 8. Like it's probably gonna be like he's not 18, so he can't get money.
Oh. Didn't one of the bracket winners, didn't they have like they were underage, so they just like ESPN just bought him an Xbox.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Never used an Xbox. Never had an Xbox.
Mm. So have you heard of Francisco Nguema?
Who's that
Have you
man?
heard of that? So I'm gonna go into a little story if that's okay with you.
This is a free country.
All right. Um
Is he the? Oh, never mind. Continue. Continue.
so this guy Francisco Nguema, he was like dictator of Equatorial Guinea, which is like a country in Africa.
Hmm.
And like the whole country has a population of like 300,000 and he killed 50,000 people.
Hmm.
So like
Okay.
what but when he was born in like this remote village, right?
Hmm.
And he uh oh shit. So he like he was born in this village and his parents were witch doctors and they ended up like sacrificing his brother. So he watched his
Oh,
brother being sacrificed from like a young age.
okay.
And he also too, he like started like making these random potions out of like psychedelics and substances. And he would drink these like random potions. And it's so
Okay.
kind of like those potions and kind of that traumatic experience kind of caused him to have schizophrenia,
Well,
right? So eventually he worked his way up the political ladder because he was the only one in the country who spoke Spanish. Because those were the political overlords were the Spanish. And so he like eventually became dictator of the country and they ended up killing 50,000 people. But he was like extremely schizophrenic and he sent like he was so paranoid about his family getting killed that he sent his entire family to North Korea. And his daughter has a book about what it was like being the only black person in North Korea. So,
where's
yeah,
this guy from?
he's from Equatorial Guinea.
Oh,
Yeah, and so he was super schizophrenic. He had like in his like dining room, he had like 8 severed heads, just casually having them there. And then he made like this elaborate dinner party for like all his imaginary people in his head to sit at. And he was the only person at the party. And then
he, wow.
and then he ended up so eventually a coup took him over, right? And but when by the time like they tried to get him, he fled and he burned $100 million of the country's money, which was like all their money. So he just burned all their money out of spite
Uh-huh.
and he dipped. And
How
then
do, huh.
what?
How do you dip? Like, how can you just leave?
Dude, I mean he has like he didn't burn all the money. Like he took some of the money, so he's able to like smuggle his way out, you know. So he like apparently how he was found was that this old lady found him sitting
Mhm.
under a tree eating sugar cane, just chilling like as a fleeing dictator of the country. And he had like 4 mil in his car. Um, but then it gets better. It gets better as well. So he like he was so he got to court, right? And
Mhm.
they put him to death 101 times for his crimes. They sentenced him to death 101. So he had 101 death sentences.
Huh?
And so, but while like they were, he was sentenced to death and he was brought to prison, um, they were about to kill him. And then he was like, if you kill me, my spirit will haunt you for the rest of your life. And so nobody wanted to kill him because of that threat. So he was just alive for like a period of time and he was just like, yeah, my spirit will haunt you. And so no one killed this guy. But then so then they ended up bringing in like these Moroccan mercenaries to finally do the job.
That's insane. It's from Equatorial Guinea.
Equatorial Guinea. Yeah.
Jeez, that's crazy.
It's so shout out Count Dankula, the YouTuber, for that. He has a very good video on him. But
Good
yeah,
name.
man.
How? Hmm. The This is like reminding me of Equatorial Guinea. Just hear me out. Do you know what country has the most time zones?
Is it France?
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is. Do you know what country has the highest average elevation?
Is it Ooh, let me think about this. What country has the highest average elevation? I feel like It could be Bolivia, or it could be like, ooh, let me think about this. Hold on. Highest average elevation. Nepal? That would be, no, it's not Nepal. Bhutan?
Yeah,
Is Bhutan, yeah.
it's Bhutan. Saw another thing that was like, if you know these three questions, you're an expert geographer. The other one, what's like a landlocked country? What's a double landlocked country? There's,
Uzbekistan.
yeah, it's like Uzbekistan. There's one more. It's in Europe.
Liechtenstein.
It's pretty good.
They can't stump me with these questions,
Uh,
even though I guessed like a bunch of times.
we need to get the guy from GeoGuessr on here.
Yeah,
Trevor Rainbow.
that.
I nominate Trevor Rainbow to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
But it's so freaky that he could just you could have a picture of where you are, and he could just find it wherever in the world because he knows like the flora and he knows how everything looks. So
That,
it's just so freaky.
yeah, I'm confused. You just, I guess if you like play a video game for long enough, you understand everything. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just similar to that.
Well, I think he knows like what the trees look like. He knows like the road signs and like the different languages on the signs and the roads, the way the roads look. And
He
so he
he
just
can get like some crazy guesses where he's within like 500 feet of the photo.
yeah.
It's real, real wild.
Mm. But speaking of countries though, I want to ask you what you think. Are you familiar with country counting?
No.
So like, but you know those people who when they travel,
Mm,
they're like, oh, I'm gonna go to, oh, I want to visit. My goal is to visit every country in the
mm.
world.
Okay. Yeah.
And they end up going to all like these shit countries, like, I don't want to call them shit countries, but like very small, out of the way countries.
Hmm.
And I don't know, what do you think? What do you think about people who base their travel experiences off the number of countries that they've been to?
No, yeah, that shouldn't be a metric. Like within a single country, you could spend your whole life there. There's like thousands of places to go to in the US that are amazing.
Yeah,
Like Mount Rainier is better than Liechtenstein as a country. Am I wrong?
no, and like I because like one of the YouTubers I was watching, he was discussing this. His name is Small Brained American, and he goes around and he does visits countries. But he was saying that, like, when he was in Japan, he lived in Japan for like 2 years, and he said he like barely scratched the surface of the
Hmm.
country. So you could
Yeah.
literally go back to Japan and Spain like 100 times each and still not see everything, and just only scratch the surface
Also,
of
like
everything. So,
I feel like if you're traveling everywhere, like what's your goal is just to get like in the Guinness World Record book.
yeah,
I don't know. It also depends like how long you go there for. Like if you go there like a day, like does it really even count?
yeah. Have you like you just been to the airports? And
The
are you
airports.
are you really gonna risk life and limb going from Togo to Benin, going from like Nigeria to Cameroon, even though it's pretty much the same? Like
Yeah.
like if you're like, oh, this sucks. Let's see if this other country right next door is, if that's any better. Like if you don't like being in Colombia, why would you go to Ecuador? you know? Why would you go to Venezuela? But then there's
Venezuela.
many reasons not to go to Venezuela.
Venezuela has the biggest waterfall in the world.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I feel like
That's
they
pretty
actually
nuts.
seems kind of cool. I would go to
So,
Venezuela.
so what? I guess but do you agree with that? Do you think that people just kind of like they get this type A kind of, they're always a very type A person and they're like, oh, if I go to all these countries, like maybe my parents will love me, you know?
They're trying to. They're like the checklist people. They need once they have a list, they need to complete the list and check everything off.
Mm,
It doesn't make sense just to travel to it. Like if you're going to the grocery store, right? And you try to get every single ingredient. Like what are you supposed to do with all that? There's too much to deal with.
yeah.
I just want to eat a pasta. I only need three ingredients for that, four ingredients. I don't need to go get 10,000 ingredients for it.
Yeah.
So like
And
be the pasta.
it's the, and also too for a pasta, you only need like five ingredients for a good pasta.
That's what I'm
You,
saying.
you
Like
don't
you
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 don't
keep
need
it
that
simple.
much.
I think
Yeah.
it's probably better to like Jane Goodall.
Yeah.
Like she could have like explored chimpanzees or she did gorillas or chimpanzees. She did chimpanzees, right? She
Uh,
did it all. Anyway, you know, she could have studied the chimpanzees in all these different countries, but she just chose a single spot and knew it well. I think that's better.
mm,
Same with the country. I
here.
feel like you should just pick a couple.
We're getting some technical difficulties here.
That's how it goes.
It's oh no. All right, we're rolling. But yeah, I think there's just a big, more general problem with just the Mr. Beastification of just everything, you know.
Would Mr.
On
Beast try to go to all the countries, you think?
You don't think he wouldn't? That's such a Mr. Beast thing to do. Do the absolute most maximalist thing you can. Like,
Yeah, but like for countries, like doesn't he like just pick one place and make a video on it? Like he went to Antarctica.
yeah, but I feel
He
like don't
went he went to like the middle of Africa and like built houses. He picked like one place.
but don't you think he would eventually be like, I went to every country, you know?
That was a pretty good Mr. Beast impression.
He always kind of talks like with his, he always does this with his, yeah, I really like this video we did. Yeah,
Maybe
he
we
always
should
like
get
kind of keeps his teeth, like his face is kind of frozen in a smile. And he's like, you know,
we should get Mr. Beast on the
dude,
podcast.
Mr. Beast, he might come on the Lardos podcast.
I'm subscribed to him just in case I see him. And he's like, I'll give you $1 million if you're subscribed to Mr. Beast. But
Yeah,
the countries,
yeah. Back to the yeah, like, I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, going to a country just sheerly just to say like, oh, I went to this country. It's kind of the same as like having just a bunch of just participation trophies on your shelf. That's basically what you're having. You're
Yeah.
trying to you're trying to show them off to everyone else. You're trying to manufacture personality for yourself because you have
Mm,
none of yourself and you're rich
yeah.
and you could just kind of go to these countries.
What happens if you like hit all the countries within like a 90-year period? Like that's very different than like the
Yeah.
traveling everywhere by age 30.
Yeah, if you've been to like 160 countries just because you're an avid traveler and then you want to polish off the last little bit, that's a completely different thing, you
Yeah.
know. Um, but yeah, you're just seeing a lot of airports. You're not exploring these countries deeply.
The
Y-
from I can speak from a little bit of experience here. We went to France in Mount Blanc. Okay.
yeah.
That town was amazing. Chamonix. There was no reason to leave that town. On one of the days, is right on the border. The Mount Blanc is the border between France and Italy.
Mm,
On one of the days, we had the option to stay in Chamonix and explore a glacier and go on a hike. The
mhm.
other option we had was to drive to Italy for like an hour and drive back. We chose to go to Italy just because it was Italy. I regret that decision. It was
Yeah,
kind of cool, but like it would have been way better just to stay where we were at.
yeah. I
We drove
mean,
an electric Mini Cooper, and the gas, the not the gas tank, the range on the car was 60 miles.
really?
Yep, and we didn't know how to charge an electric car. We had never
Oh
used that
my
before,
gosh.
so we were like praying that we would make it back in time, and thankfully we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, why would you waste your time just to go to something just so that you could say, "Oh, I've been to Italy as well." Oh, I
Yeah.
was in France, but I've been to Italy. How long were you in Italy for? An hour. But I've been to more countries than you have, so I'm better than you.
You
You
think it's
know?
more? I what like the states? Like, I feel like going to all 50 states is cooler.
Yeah, going to all because then that's a show of more of that American pride, I would say,
I've
rather than
been.
and there's enough cool shit, I think, in every state that could justify it.
What about like the Midwest?
Midwest, you have Iowa, Caitlin Clark, you have
Where's like
North
the
Dakota's kind of tough.
I thought that see I think the Dakotas are underwhelming. Or sorry, not like underrated.
You have the
Is it
Badlands.
that's what I'm saying. They have the Badlands, they have bison roaming. It seems kind of cool. Probably the nuclear weapons are stored there.
Yeah. I um what else? I mean, Vermont might be I
Highest I that has one of the highest concentration. They have black bears. Also, like northern Minnesota is actually seems kind of cool.
Yeah, dude. Oh, the border lands, you just get a canoe and just go and camp. That would be pretty awesome.
Trying to think of. I'm definitely in the 30s for states,
Yeah,
so I'm
I'm
better than you. No, I'm joking. I'm just-
therefore I'm better than you. Therefore I've location mogged you. I've been to
Ah,
more places, so therefore I'm a cooler person and more women. I'll have more success with women.
exactly. 30 plus states. The
Oh, my phone
collect
rings.
the collective family of shit. I said my last name. That's okay.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep
The
it out.
collective family, we've been to 49 states collectively.
Whoa.
The only one none of us have been to is Oregon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At some point, everyone's been in every other state. Not saying we spent a lot of time there, but like we drove through it and got gas.
Yeah.
I feel like I think driving through a state counts. It's land in the airport does not count.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're driving through it though, you're spending time. You're enjoying the views.
Like
If you're, yeah,
I was in LAX and I don't say I've been to California.
I was in the Texas. Never been to Texas, but been in the airport.
Hmm. Yeah,
Big
I
Sam.
would I would 100% agree that the state thing it's a different thing, man.
So people are striving for. People are going for the stars. I'm going for like the moon. You know, like do something reasonable.
Yeah. Do go for yeah, go visit if you understand your state on a very personal level, like very intimate level. That's a
Mhm.
that's a huge flex in my
Like
book.
the Liberian states with the flags.
Yeah.
Those people know. They know what's up.
They know what's up. Yeah. Liberians, Marcus Garvey knows what's up. Um,
What are your thoughts on the most magical sports? Like March
ooh,
Madness is going on right now, and March Madness and the World Cup are the two most magical sporting events.
yeah.
Name me one that rivals either of those. I don't think you can.
I mean, I think
Let
before,
me clarify.
yeah.
There's magical moments in every sport,
Hmm.
but it's the overall feeling of the entire thing, the consistent magic. Like that's what I'm talking about.
I will say whenever you the team a team beat either in the playoffs or in the Super Bowl, whenever they beat the Patriots, the Tom Brady Patriots, that was just so magical. That was a
Disturbing.
very magical because like I would have to go to bed and I wouldn't know what happened. And I wake up and my mom's like, "Yeah, Eli Manning dogged on Tom Brady." And then I would be over the moon,
Yeah,
because it was very much like everyone was behind. It was just a moment of everyone being behind the other team. Everybody in the country was like, "Man, I hope the Giants beat the Patriots."
uh,
It's just such a magical, like that's the only other thing. I mean, maybe the Masters, especially during the Tiger Woods era. Also, he shouldn't be allowed to drive a car anymore.
yeah. This is multiple times now, right?
Yeah, multiple times. But
The I have this crazy fact for you.
yeah.
So I'm not saying this is magic, but this is the most watched sports are soccer, then cricket, basketball.
Mhm.
Guess what number four is? It's actually tied with basketball.
Is it baseball?
No. This has 2 billion fans. It's significant.
Rugby?
Field hockey.
Field hockey?
I didn't think so
Has
either.
2 billion fans?
Yeah, apparently it's a big thing in India and then also in like Europe and Australia. What
There's
are your th have you
just play lacrosse, dude.
nah, dude, lacrosse sucks. I'll
Yeah, I'm
say
not gonna
it.
die on that hill. I'm not gonna die on that hill.
Lacrosse, the people, lacrosse players, the worst athletes you could be friends with.
Yeah.
They,
I
yeah, all right. I'll say it. They didn't want me to say it, but I said it.
saying controversial things on the Lardos podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Lacrosse
Uh,
people suck.
Lacrosse, yeah, lacrosse people. Yeah, I mean, I would have guessed field hockey. Maybe there's some magical moments in field hockey.
Dude, Irish hurling, that's magical.
That's magical.
Have you seen them play? It's crazy what they can do.
I don't know if I have. It's pretty.
Can I pull up a video?
Yeah,
Hold
dude.
up. I'll give me a second. I do you know what Irish hurling is?
So, no,
Oh, dude,
is it
you're
just
in
is it just throwing a rock?
kind of. Let me find like a proper prop here. Okay, share my screen. Oh shit, my email. Not not what we want. Here we go.
Oh, you did what I did. Oh, that kind of looks like lacrosse a little bit.
Hold up. Let's get through this anime ad from TurboTax.
Probably AI. They claim
It-
it's not AI, but it probably is.
Okay, check this out. They pick up this ball, they juggle it, and they just like whip it to each other and smack into a soccer goal. Isn't that
That's pretty
crazy?
awesome.
It's pretty cool. Well,
I
look at this. You have to like hold it, balance it,
oh my gosh.
juggling through people.
Holy shit.
I think you can score a field goal or a goal. I don't know the specific rules. And then it's also like rugby. You can like tackle each other and kill each other.
Wow.
It's pretty bad. Look at that. Pretty badass.
See, that's where football, I think the biggest mistake in football was doing the pads, going full pads.
Yeah.
Like leaving it unpadded is just so like because people go hard, but they won't go as hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you know,
I agree. Irish hurling though.
that
I
that's a top. I'm gonna have to give that a watch.
There's also Iranian goat throwing. I feel like that's
Yeah,
been discussed before.
yeah.
Big fan of that. That's kind of cool.
Um, did you did you like display your trophies, your sports trophies when you were a kid? Did you display them on a shelf? Do you?
Just won a trophy.
Oh yeah.
Geography student of the year.
Whoa. That's pretty nuts that you won that. Whoa.
Oh, fear not yet. College of Natural Resources student of the year. Got them both
For what year? For this year. But you're not
for
even a student.
that's what I was wondering too. I think it was for 2025.
Oh.
That I did
But
just
wait,
get those,
you
but
graduated.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was only a semester into 2025. Finished it with half a year.
That's crazy.
That's so, but yeah, I do all my child sports trophies are in my other room on a shelf.
Mm. It, but
And
it,
most
it
of them are participation trophies.
but it's drip though. It's like you know you show your friends and you're like when you were like young
Eh, Yeah,
are now like yeah I got this cool participation trophy. But those aren't really those plaques. See, they should give you a cup, like a whole ass like with a map on it and just a big like cup, but instead
they
you get
shouldn't.
this plaque. Like
I
they need
want
to
the
start
plaque
bringing back like cup awards for that kind of shit.
or like a sword.
A sword, yeah.
Like I want to be knighted. How do you become a knight? And also, can you be knighted if you're not English?
Yeah, yeah, I think you can. I think you can. But it's mostly like it's a ceremonial thing now. Um, like there's Sir Ian Kelly, whoever Dumbledore is.
I know David Beckham. He was a knight.
Yeah.
And you knight an animal?
Yeah, well in Norway they knighted an animal. They knighted a penguin in Norway. Sir
Really?
Olaf, yeah.
But the penguins aren't even in Norway.
Yeah, but they still
Wow. You know of Oliver the chimp?
Oliver, I'm not familiar.
Hold up. He was like a human chimpanzee hybrid. The human Z is what they called him. Look at this guy. Isn't that crazy?
That's not real. That's
It
not
it
real that it's a
it
human.
it
That's just a regular chimp.
look at him. Look at the face. Tell me that's a normal monkey.
I mean, maybe he's got a something's up with his chromosomes, maybe, you know?
Is Oliver the missing link? People thought he was a human Z.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how. well, people like there was this guy on YouTube, right, who'd make this he called it a homunculus. And he took human DNA and he mixed it with like a chicken DNA and he
Uh-huh.
was documenting the growth of this homunculus. Of course it was fake, but some people believed it and they're like that's crazy. But it's impossible that you can do that.
What
Like we're
about
not even the like the qualifications for the same species are that you can interbreed, right? Or you
can
can
there be
mix
a
DNA.
a human whale hybrid? We have to ask Piero.
Yeah, we have to ask Pierre, our good friend Pierre.
Yeah.
I he they always talk about how there's pig human hybrids in China as
Didn't
well.
Alex Jones like discover that? The rat human hybrid? I thought they were.
Y yeah, it's
Ugh.
it's interesting. It's interesting how society has developed all that stuff. I was listening to some when I was driving back from this wedding I was at. It
Mm.
wasn't my wedding, but I was driving back and I was listening to some old school JRE, dude. Like the old like pre-COVID Joe Rogan is very good. I'm not saying I have
Yeah.
nothing against modern Joe Rogan, but
He was
the
a little more
old school,
unhinged.
oh, it was so good, man.
Yeah, he would go on. I feel like he doesn't go on like tangents anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't go on like psychedelic tangents.
That was a great time for the internet.
Yeah, man, because it really people were very nuanced to it. Now, disclaimer, we're not saying that we have done any of that, but it's interesting. I think many people are interested. Many people with security clearances are interested in that as well. So,
Also, I feel like reels weren't a thing.
no, reels were introduced in 2020.
Yeah, that shit's terrible. They should like get rid of reels.
I'm down. At least before I or after I post mine. At
Yeah.
least after that.
Well,
I'm still saving, Zach. I got a bunch for people on the Lardos podcast listening. I'm gonna drop a bunch of reels. Um, and I've done a little cap cut editing, a little. So
they're good. They're
yeah,
quality. The what are your thoughts on Australia banning social media for under 18-year-olds?
I think it's a good thing, honestly. But I don't know how you're gonna enforce it. I feel like with that kind of stuff, you just got to go into the schools and just heavily discourage it. Because then it's like, oh, if you ban it, then that means that people have to put in their IDs to access the internet. And it's
Also,
just it's a very stupid thing. I think
I'm
I'm not
just
putting my ID. If YouTube requires my ID, I am finding every workaround. I'm never putting my ID in YouTube.
I'm just thinking, like, obviously we all know that your mother teaches you don't do drugs. Every mother teaches that. In school, did they teach that? Like, they didn't really emphasize it that much as I'm thinking about it.
No.
Do you think more people would have done them if it was if they were told not to do it?
Well, I feel like they don't go about it the right way. I feel like they don't go about it the right way at all. Like
Mm-mm.
just saying drugs are bad does not say no to drugs. That does not help the problem. It's like you just have to document how you have to just be completely honest. Like, hey, if you do these things, you're gonna have a great time, right? It's gonna be a fantastic time. But if you keep doing it, it's going to ruin you just slowly. It's just gonna slowly degrade you until you're going and you're getting snacks late at night.
Like,
You're
there should
buying a
be
big gulp.
big, big gulp is probably
You're
worse than
you're
most
you're
drugs.
like, oh, I'm gonna buy four McChickens instead of a Big Mac because that's You think that's more value for your money, but it's not. It's really not. You just get the Big Mac.
Let me hit you with a fact. 7-Eleven taquitos are amazing. But what's better is the buffalo chicken taquito thing. It's just like a line of buffalo meat. That's
Whoa.
better than the taquito. Agree or
I
disagree?
I don't know. I haven't had that. I haven't had a 7-Eleven taquito in since my freshman year of college. It's been a minute. I've
Yeah.
just I've just
We,
like
Jeremy, you've been out of college for 2 years almost.
yeah,
Isn't that insane?
it
Man,
it is.
we're gonna have
Let's
midlife crisis breakdown on the podcast live.
let
What
let's
are we doing?
let's delve into that. Are you feeling scared about that?
It's just kind of
Are you
crazy. 20, 20, I guess I shouldn't say my age, but yeah, young 20s coming up on mid 20s. Like, you don't get any excuses anymore. I feel like after 25, it's like, all right, you can't be messing around.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're 24, it's like, okay, yeah, like you're still kind of a kid.
Mm.
25, that's, you gotta be careful at that age.
College just felt like such a fever dream, you know? It felt like it didn't even happen.
Yeah.
It
I don't
felt
even remember
just
anything.
yeah. It felt I think the people I don't know if you guys can concur or not. Leave a comment, detail your
Mm.
experience. But yeah, it's a very like it tripped me out for a while afterwards. I was like, I'm not in college. I'm not a kid anymore. Now that I'm working, I'm really not a kid. Now I have
Hmm.
a full-time job and you know, it,
Nice.
it, it was definitely it was just such a magical time where you can't really capture that magic again. It's lightning in a bottle and it just goes.
No one tells you that you have lightning in the bottle.
Yeah. No one tells you that in college, like you can literally have everything at your fingertips. You get your housing, if you're lucky, you get your housing paid for, you know? But I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of the standard now, is that parents kind of almost bankroll you throughout college. But and then you're kind of loosely thinking about your future. You're not really thinking about it, kind of loosely. Um,
No pressure.
yeah, there's no pressure. You can go to class hungover. You get 4 years to kind of do whatever you want. If you start a business during that time, you can. If you start doing like if you just become a complete degenerate, you have that freedom to. It's
Yeah.
kind it's kind of nuts. And you could stay inside and play video games the entire time, which I do not recommend anybody does.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have any memories from undergrad. Like it literally just vanished. It's just the first semester of my grad school and like the last semester of your senior year. That was fun
Yeah,
because I feel like I was out and then I came back and like I had the yard,
yeah,
had fires. We could go to the Beast Blacksburg. Dude, we ate so much pizza.
yeah,
Like have you thought about how we went to the Beast probably 5 times a week
yeah,
for 6 months?
yeah.
Like, how are we alive?
Yeah,
We ate so much pizza every night. I mean, that was like my dinner. That's what you pay $1 for unlimited pizza. Also, great. I don't know if there's a better college deal than that, what they provided.
yeah. You
Also,
just
especially
buy a drink at a certain time and you get unlimited pizza.
the beer was cheaper than the water, the mill or the beast special. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think it was the Beast, something like that. Oh
It's
my gosh, the memories are flooding back to me like a tidal wave. I'm getting it all. It's coming back.
Like the um expect that first semester also, like the first couple months, like we really were the only ones that knew about it. Like no one was ever there. We
Yeah.
knew Skylar, the bartender,
Yeah.
the greatest voice America has never seen.
Yeah, this the silkiest, the most silky southern. Yeah, he had like this silky southern deep voice. It was
So
just
good.
like it was just like George Strait. It had one of those balloons with the shit that makes your voice deeper. It
Yes.
was incredible. It really is, man. You feel like post college compared to college. It's like you do end up you kind of live multiple lifetimes in college. It all goes by so fast, but you really do so much. Every day feels like you've done so much because you're
Yeah.
meeting new people, you're doing new things all the time, new classes.
Hmm.
You're moving to different places again, meeting new people, doing new things. And
I feel
so,
like um, they should, you should be able to work on your own stuff in college and be awarded for it. Like, because, people skip half their classes and you do
yeah.
not learn anything, which is complete garbage. If you have like your own project you want to work on and you have like an end result to show, that should replace the credit of a class.
Would
Then
100%. And then you could use that as like a business afterwards.
this is what I'm saying. Yeah,
Like,
like something like that.
I think that would be a great idea. Just a completely free elective.
Just yeah, as long as there's like a visible, it just has to be clear that you like tried.
Yeah.
You don't even have to produce anything.
A senior free credit, something like that. Maybe junior.
Or I guess I'm just saying half the credits you have to take in college are useless. Like
Yeah.
you might as well just eliminate having to go to a physical location, do whatever you want, and yeah.
Yeah. Have
I can't even think of like any classes in undergrad that helped me in any way, shape, or form or that were useful. Except like the mushroom class, honestly, was amazing.
I'm so glad we did that.
And
Oh,
like he did convince me that like mushrooms are important. And
the
then mountain geography, that was I enjoyed that.
mm.
Polar environments was like it was cool. Useful classes where I learned stuff though, not many.
Did you have the B class as well?
No,
No.
I didn't do
The
the
B
bees.
class was awesome. The
Yeah,
B class, that was like next to the mushroom class.
that is cool. I wish I would have taken that with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I did take a painting class in college. That was awesome. Like for what a teacher is supposed to do, she was
Mm.
by far one of the best teachers I ever had. Like she showed me how to paint and successfully.
Yeah. What
So
one thing I do miss about college is, man, I miss learning all the time. Like you're just learning new shit. Like at the same time, the classes are kind of useless. Some of them are. It's like, man, the classes you do have, it's just like you're learning cool shit all the time.
yeah.
And, you know, it's very, it's very exhilarating. It's why I feel like I'm learning a lot on the job,
Hmm.
but I do miss kind of just sitting there, just completely vegged out and just a professor talking about something
Taking it in.
cool. Yeah, taking it in.
Hmm. Maybe
Yeah.
well actually I can't. I want to teach. I think I want to teaching would be cool, I think.
Yeah, man. I I think the only thing is I wouldn't want to teach like teaching college students would be really cool. Teaching high
Yeah, yeah.
schoolers. Teaching like middle schoolers. Oh, but teaching people who actually want to learn is seems to be very rewarding.
I feel like you gotta like convince the students though. Like there's few teachers that like made me actually want to do the work in their class.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I don't know.
But if
They,
you are,
they
if
should like do like they should just make all the classes like like at the end of the class some tangible outcome is produced that actually would help everyone. Example, if you're in like academia, like in order to get into like a PhD program, like they're looking for like publications and stuff.
yeah,
Like the result from that class should just be a group publication on something. So now everyone's on a paper,
mm.
which is like no undergrads are doing that.
Yeah,
Or if it was like I'm trying to think of other examples. That was, you know, if you're like an industry person, tangible outcome, you actually like have to work. But I think they actually have that at tech, where they like are actually working with the companies or something.
mm.
At the same
And,
time, I also don't want to do anything though. So like there should be that
yeah.
option too.
College is like such a I'm gonna say it, I can't believe some people like struggled so much. Like we were kind of in an easier major, but I can't
Yeah.
believe some people struggled so much in college. That kind of baffles me. It's like, what,
I think
you can't churn a paper out of your ass like a two-page paper in like an hour and a half, maybe less.
I think the
Like I could do a two-page paper in with citations, probably a half hour, and
yeah,
get a C on it and just be like, okay, that's fine with me.
yeah. You what's it called? Shit, well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Also, especially now, you just have like AI.
Yeah.
It, you can do everything super quick, and it'll solve your problem. I feel like
But
I don't think I ever used AI in undergrad. I don't think it was a thing really.
yeah,
Maybe it was like just starting out, and like I was not understanding the power of it.
yeah. It, I feel like people discredited it at first, but then they started writing all their papers with it, and then they started doing AI checking. Um, but
I mean, now
I
like
feel like there are workarounds.
see things are becoming too perfect. If you like make something imperfect, it's more valuable.
Yeah.
Throw in a
Just like the
typo.
Lardos podcast. It's not the perfect podcast.
We don't use AI here.
Yeah, no AI, except for the thumbnails.
Yeah, that's the whenever I shared my screen, I definitely had ChatGPT pulled up like in the tab.
All right. What's here? What's the last thing you want to leave with people with for college? And I gotta close your story.
Your grades don't actually matter at all as long as you're not failing. Just enjoy your time.
Yeah,
That was,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
As long as you can keep the lights on, your parents somewhat happy,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
maybe
keep your mother happy.
yeah, maybe take a second, your freshman year, go for like take one weekend, go for
If
like a
it,
camping trip by yourself, and really think about, all right, what I have 4 years, I can do whatever the fuck I want. What am I gonna do?
yeah, that, I like that. What's this closer story?
Well, all right. So, uh, I mean, you probably didn't. You have older, like way older siblings, so you probably didn't have like a babysitter when you were younger, right? Do you have any babysitters?
The age gap is too big that I actually did have babysitters.
Oh, well, were any of them terrible?
I don't have any strong opinions
I
either way.
Zach, I had this babysitter from literally, she was from the absolute bottom of Dante's Inferno where hell froze over. she was like one of those people who are like frozen at the bottom of hell in the lake. And like this woman was batshit crazy. And my mom was finishing up her military service at the time. So she was like National Guard. So she was like, all right, we're going to do this for like the summer. All right, we're gonna send you to this lady's house like 5 days a week. Or it was like I think it was like 3 days. I didn't even think it was 5 days, but it was like 3 days a week. Um, but like at the time, like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was in Guantanamo Bay, and he was going through like the waterboarding shit where they were like holding him up on the ceiling in like the cold room, and I was going through my own version of Guantanamo Bay. It was a very similar thing. Um, like first of all, you walked in. First of all, this lady, she was like Chris Christie. She was huge. She was what the Lardos podcast I wish was named after, but it is not named after this babysitter. Um, but anyway, so it was like her and the husband was going to work and her kids. And the first thing you noticed when you walked in the house was that the whole house just smelled like piss. It was not good. And she was just like she'd get mad at us if we went to like her kid's computer with like her it was like her kid's computer. She got super mad and she like come in and like fucking unplug that shit. She like forced us to eat chunky peanut butter. Like I didn't like chunky peanut butter, but she'd sit with us and she'd like fucking make us eat it. A lot of this stuff
Jeez.
too, like a lot of this is like deep in my psyche as well and has been just subverted completely. So I don't even
Hmm.
recount the entire events at all. Like, or not at all, but not as in detail because I just had to suppress them. But she made us eat like vanilla cake. I didn't want to eat vanilla cake. She got super fucking pissed. She was always pissed all the fucking time. She
Oh,
was always mad, like all the time. We couldn't do anything over at this house. There was nothing to do. And she like made our family come to her son's birthday party and
oh,
she tried to get our family to pay for her vacation.
what?
Yeah, she tried to get our family to pay for her vacation.
Where did she want to go on vacation to?
I don't even know. I'm gonna have to ask my mom.
It doesn't even
But
matter.
but yeah, I mean you should be asking like I should just give you money, not a plane ticket. Like I think we already paid her and everything, and she's like, "Oh, you need to give me extra or whatever."
What?
Dude, but I like every time I would go into this babysitter, I would like my mom would be pulling me out of the seat. I would be holding on to the seatbelt. I wouldn't want to go into this lady's house. She was crazy, man.
Dude,
This woman was the fucking devil.
he
And
she influenced you to who you are today.
yeah, she did, man. She did. And she like she was just such I just remember her being so I know like oh she made you eat vanilla cake like oh you're such a child but it was like it was just so it, this woman was just terrible. I'm gonna have to ask for a specific I wish I asked for more specific stories about this to my family but I did not.
I feel
But
like, wow. I'm
but
sorry.
I just remember the whole house reeked of piss.
Ew.
Yeah.
The in tech, at one point I was looking for an apartment, like a solo apartment, and there's a tour that I got. And I went on the tour and we knocked. Hello, anyone there? The guy opens the door. The girl who lives there is there. She was a hoarder in this
Oh.
one single room. Papers up to the ceiling. Multiple cats running around. That smelled like cat piss. and it was bad. And I did not live in that apartment. End of story.
Good call.
Yeah.
Well, how much was the rent? How much was she
It's
getting
like
charged?
$1,000 a month.
Fuck no. I'd go to hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
way too much. Way
Dude,
too
but
much.
people are like, they're like, oh, cat people are so much better than dog people. Listen, you never see a dog person who's a hoarder. You never see a dog person. It's always the cat people. It's always the cat people who
Yeah,
are
something is.
crazy. It always is.
Yeah. I I'm fine with cats like running around if you have a dog, but
Hmm.
pure cats are it's no good.
It's a lot.
The only cat lady I liked was the German teacher from our high school.
Mm.
She's the only one. Everyone else is no
It
interest.
Yeah, it does depend. Like if you got a really cool cat, if you have some cats who are
Oh,
really cool. Like I met a cat that was really cool recently, and so I was like, this cat gets my approval.
I have a story that
Yeah.
just happened this week. So, walking in my neighborhood. Okay. Well, let's start with this. Okay, you know how your dog's outside and you want the dog to come in, come hang out or eat dinner or whatever. So Charlie, Charlie, like come back in the house, right?
Mm.
That's a normal thing to do. Would you say that's a normal thing to do with a cat?
No, you gotta.
You do that, but then I feel like you also just you don't do anything. Like the cat just comes, right?
Yeah, cat knows what's up.
Okay, we're in agreement here.
Yeah.
Okay, this dude, as I was walking the neighborhood the other day, was like frantically had a bowl with a piece of meat in it, not cat food, like a mini steak. Okay,
Mm.
in a bowl, and he's like way outside his house boundary in the middle of the road calling for his cat. So I'm like,
Ooh.
that seems off. Like, who calls for their cat? Like, that's just weird.
Mm.
I did not see the front, but this cat was in someone else's yard, like in the bushes. I saw the back. Dude, this was a big cat. And it had a white black tail pattern and like a really crazy pattern on the skin. And I was like, I don't think that's a domestic cat. Like, I'm pretty sure that's some exotic, like lynx or something.
Whoa.
But I didn't see the front, so I can't say. However, I'm just saying there's this sketchy dude looking for his cat, like in someone else's yard, like frantically getting. He's feeding it steak, not cat food, and the cat looked weird. It could have been, his exotic cat got loose.
Yeah.
I was in shock. I didn't know if that was a normal thing or not.
Yeah, it could be like a bobcat or some.
You have a pet. It was definitely his pet, though. Like someone getting a pet. If you're getting a pet exotic cat, I don't think it would be a bobcat. It'd be like a lynx or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think that's probably I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching the Lardos podcast, y'all. Inshallah.